So I'm going to demonstrate remote connectivity to a VM located in a Harborside data center via a Windows XP VM that's running on my Linux machine. So as you can see here, I could actually minimize this VM. This is my Linux machine. It's a Windows or Linux embedded device that I built. Simply runs virtual machines. And it got very few connection clients: Firefox web browser, VMware View open client, an RDP client, RGS, and it boots local VMs. So it's a type 1.5 hypervisor, if you will. So on this type 1.5 hypervisor, I have an XP VM that's running on here. It has been allocated about 1 gig of memory. This XP VM also has the Cisco VPN client and the Seagate system agent required to connect into the Cisco infrastructure. So it has the Seagate system agent policies and the Cisco client. I'm going to connect in using a secure ID at the moment. And as you see here, I'm typing in my secure ID credentials, and it should connect me in. Basically, the abstraction of the network layer on the Linux VM player allows me to connect in using simple NATing rule sets on the VM itself. So it's using, I believe, NAT, maybe possibly bridged. I can confirm that right now. Oh, it's using bridged. So it's using a bridged network adapter on the VMware VM connected into the infrastructure. So as you can see here, I'm using IPsec to connect in. We'll actually close out of this. Now what I'm going to do is, this VM also has the VMware View client, and I'm going to connect into our infrastructure. So you saw there it was the VMware View connection server that I chose when I installed the client, and now I'm using the VMware View client with my domain credentials for CSFB to log into it. And here are my allocated VMs, USB E18 through a multitude of VMs that have been entitled to me within the View connection broker. Excuse me. I'm going to connect into USB E18 using multi-monitor and use this VM because it's been entitled to me, and use this VM for flash media or video playback. So you see here I'm connected in. This is an actual VM located in Harborside. I'm connecting in from Central Jersey using a Comcast network connection. And here I'm going to connect in using, or demonstrate a flash video using a VPN connection and a VM located in Harborside. So the distance from myself to the VM in Harborside is approximately 40 to 50 miles from here, using the Cisco VPN, Comcast, which gives you about 20 meg down, 15 meg up, I believe, which is a pretty fat pipe, but it's also prevalent. A lot of people around here have that type of connectivity. So here's a video playing. I'm going to turn up the video so you can see the audio and video sync.
Looks like you. This is your avatar.
Just relax and let your mind go blank. It shouldn't be hard for you.
So as you can see, the flash video is in sync. Flash video is actually playing very smoothly also.
Inside, I want you to gain their trust.
And this is using PC over IP to display it.
I need your help. Outstanding. Haven't got lost in the woods, have you? Did you forget what team you're playing for? Strong, pray for the weak. Nobody does a thing. You got 1 hour.
You knew this would happen? Everything changed.
Jake, it's crazy here. The war is just rolling and there's no stopping him.
Coming up against gunships, his bows.
So as you can see, the video is actually playing very well. What we'll show is that the VMware View client also allows you to auto-connect to this desktop once you launch the client, so it's a seamless auto-connect sequence for the end user. Also, I'm able to, send Control-Alt-Delete, reset the desktop, disconnect, and disconnect the log all. I'm also able to connect USB devices if I wish so, via USB redirection within the protocol. I'm going to switch to another desktop. USB E26 is entitled to me. I'm also going to connect in using multi-monitor, using PC over IP multi-monitor. And what I'm using right now is two 19-inch monitors at 1020 or 1280 by 1024 for a total resolution size of. As you can see, this one is also preparing a desktop, meaning it hasn't been logged in. So you can see the full login experience on a VM that hasn't been logged in yet. The full resolution is 2560 by 1024. So if I right click on the desktop, you see true independent resolutions on a multi-monitor using VMware SVGA display driver. So you don't have to modify the VM's driver set. You simply install either VM tools or the VMware View agents, and they both use the VMware SVGA driver, which is good. Here on this VM itself, it's USB 26. I have a local video clip. I'll show you how the local video plays on a desktop. So one thing is we could actually watch town halls, or like this past week we saw the iDesktop strategic alignment meeting, which was kind of interesting because I watched it on over the internet, over PC over IP at home, and it worked perfectly fine. So let me turn down the volume, turn up the volume on this one.
Chief Credit Officer, Private Banking, and Christian Blum, who is responsible for credit risk methodology and all rating systems. The financial crisis of 2008 is transforming. Following the financial sector, the focus shifts now on the real economy. Growth projections for many countries indicate a recession for 2009. This is going to have an impact on our private banking.
So you see the video is actually showing at full frame rate, running very smoothly to a remotely connected session. And if I move the mouse around, it doesn't impact it. It's using differential and bandwidth analysis using performance monitors on the VM itself. So what's good is that we could use the desktop remotely very smoothly. It's responsive, has very good performance, gives you basically a full-featured rich desktop remotely. And I hope I can demonstrate also OCS in our next video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Thanks.